I think at this point, can you just quickly just brush around this difference between the formation of the Russian Federation, like oblast federations, Krais,
Mhm.
or it, how does it work exactly? Because for us in Brazil, I mean, in the United States, probably in Canada as well, I don't know. But for us in Brazil, the constitution of a country is it's a very solid idea. It's a very solid idea.
Mhm.
So you have cities, you have states, you have regions, and you have the federation.
Yeah, well,
And
it's
and
this. I mean, it's the same thing, right? There, I would say the U.S. is different because in the U.S. the states have a lot more stateside versus certain, let's say, certain federal rules may not apply to certain states. So the U.S. is a little bit different in this way. But I would say other places like Canada with provinces, and then things that are federal level, Russia with its multiple. Again, you can go with like municipal being sort of the lowest point. Obviously, in villages, it's going to be even a smaller scale situation, and then going all the way up to the region, right, or oblast. You also have that same kind of interaction with a hierarchy, and they're all subject to federal laws. Obviously, there might be some region-specific situations that do not apply elsewhere, but it's not at the same level, let's say, as in the U.S., where you can have certain gun laws, for instance, in one state in the US and very different gun laws in another state in the US. So the US is kind of an exception in this sense. And some people would say it's a great thing because it's more regionally focused. Some people would say, no, we should really all adhere to the federal laws in a country. So that's kind of a separate issue. But in that sense, Russia is very similar in terms of its structure. Obviously, it's a very large country. There's that factor. So, it's really hard to compare it to Europe, where you can travel through several countries in Europe in, just a few hours by car or by train, versus Russia, you might get from one city to another or to a different region. But yeah, in that sense, it's a little bit different. But in terms of the structure, it's not completely outrageously out there, right, compared to the general interaction between that hierarchy, sort of lower levels and higher levels. So.